And it's Roby in at the power forward position. And for the Nuggets, we've got Green. He's out there with Aaron Gordon. Jokic is out there with Will Barton. And it's Campazzo in at the point. He gets that one. And towards the end of the season, Brett, we are seeing lottery teams give their young players even more minutes.
Yeah, and I kind of like that, and it's totally understandable for guys to get an opportunity to be out on the floor. They've been itching to get some minutes, and now they have a chance to show what they've learned. They can show their talent. They can gain some confidence, and it's kind of a nice momentum shift for them going into the offseason, getting some minutes in the NBA action.
Now Johnson, following Will Barton's three-point attempt. Green against Johnson. Over Green. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Johnson's got his second basket of the night. And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Now just over a minute played here in the first. Gordon finds Barton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Derek Favors.
It's pretty obvious right now the defense is not comfortable with Barton taking those shots. He's remarkable at drawing fouls when he's on the floor. You think about Barton's career, 5-star recruit, 2 years in college, and then right to the NBA where he spent some time in the D-League at the time.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Last game we saw him score 14. Johnson inside. He's against Jokic, and it's Johnson with the jam.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. You know, Brent, I was thinking about Barton in those early years. His biggest disadvantage was probably a lack of strength.
You wonder, Kevin, has the game changed so much that that's not quite as important as it once was, where Barton now can have freedom of movement, roam around, play in transition. As we move to this pace and space type of offense, Will Barton seems to fit the bill quite nicely.
And here is Johnson following the three from Will Barton. Fires for 3, and the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 9.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Time call. Campazzo. Jokic trying to free himself up. Nice defense from Dort. Thunder have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the night right here. That's good from Johnson. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Campazzo, the pass to Green. Outside Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
And both free throws good for Gordon. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Barton against Johnson. To the middle. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And it's Jokic missing.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Johnson inside. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 6-point game. Martin left side. It's blocked. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. It's stolen by Green. Outside Gordon. And there's Green on the assist by Gordon.
Oh, a fantastic passer at his position. Gordon stays alert and ready to pass to an open teammate.
Johnson.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Oklahoma City shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him. And Johnson drops them both. The Nuggets trail by 6. Barton outside. The pass to Jokic. Over Favors. And it's Jokic missing. Thunder have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Johnson surveying the floor. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Now, here's Jokic. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. And it's Gordon missing.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And here is Green. Following the 3 from Johnson. Passes to Campazzo. 5 to shoot. Martin from outside. Wow. And here we go. Coach's challenge with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends, highly effective down there with the physical play.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Johnson against Barton. Pass to Roby. Back to Johnson. And it's Denver with the rebound. 3-on-3. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Denver with the ball. Inside. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist by Johnson.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Barton outside. Takes the 3. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Thunder coming to this one after the win against the Magic. The feed to Johnson. Releases. Favors dishes to Johnson. The shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Here's Johnson, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Campazzo, Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Can't connect from the right block. The Thunder leading by 13. Now Johnson. 22 points for him. Second shot opportunity, and Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Jokic kicks to Gordon. Back to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Here's Johnson. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Now, here's Jokic. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Nice hit again. And no good. Great D that time from Favors.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Johnson. Lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got 24.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now, here's Jokic. Pass to Campazzo. Shot clock at 6. That shot off.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Najee's checked in. Green comes in for Green. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Campazzo. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Baisley's checked in for Favors. Jack comes in for Roby. Williams, he's checked in for George. And Maladon subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
Doesn't go for him. And the Nuggets going the other way. To the paint. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Johnson with it. Picked up by Rivers. Down low. Deck's shot is good. And the Thunder lead by 17.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Najee. Here's Rivers. Johnson with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. And Oklahoma City. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up tempo tonight.
Greg, you know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
We've got Will Barton, and it's Jokic in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Cobra in the last game against the Magic put on a performance. He scored an amazing number of points, but it was his season high in rebounds that really stood out. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. We're looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
On the wing, Johnson. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 27 points.
First three of the quarter and third overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Now, here's Jokic. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the fadeaway jumper.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Campazzo, the pass to Nagy. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Thunder. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Over in the corner, Dort. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th assist on the night.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yep.
To the paint. And there's the pass to Jokic. He's guarded by Johnson. Clock at 4. Here's Barton. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The shot, no good. Nuggets shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. And the rejection by Favors.
Oh, great defense from Favors. Has that sense for when to go for the block.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Campazzo, the pass to Green. Barton outside. To halt the run. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. He has 5.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
On the wing, Johnson. He's got 29 points. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
He's guarded by Johnson. Over to the left wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Driving the lane, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Gilgeous-Alexander covering. To the inside, Jokic, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Jokic is a hard worker. That time, a terrific job of rolling into the open space after he set the screen.
Inside, got a piece of it. Good defense by Jokic.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he'll attack the rim as often as you let him.
That's impressive stuff, too, for a young player to just rely on the fact that they are relentlessly going to attack any opposition defensively and try to get to the free throw line and take that kind of contact. And that's what Shai does.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
.50 seconds left in the first half of the game. Kicks to Barton. Jokic against Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's Dort driving to the basket. Johnson outside. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
To the middle. Shoots from the right block. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, that's a shot they want just about.
The Cobra.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Thunder. They've got Favors. Johnson is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Roby in at the 4. Here's Johnson. The Nuggets getting the bucket. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got his 8th assist in the game. Denver with the ball. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Campazzo, the pass to Barton. Passes it to Campazzo. Right side, Green. 6 to shoot. Barton against Johnson. Barton, no luck.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Johnson kicks to Favors. Lets it go from 14. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Gordon missing. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Dishes to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. Here's Roby. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And that's a foul called on Shane Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Rivers, he's checked in for Will Barton. Kicks it out to Gordon. The Nuggets with another miss.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
And it's good. 2 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Campazzo, the pass to Jokic. The dish to Rivers. With some arc. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Favors has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is arguably the greatest passing center of all time. Arguably because Wilt is in the conversation. But Jokic sees the game a frame ahead. Nikola said, I just look where defenders are standing, listen to what they're talking about, and their play calls. For me, it's a normal thing. I just wonder what they're doing, and I do the opposite. Kevin, it's simple, actually. I'm going to do the opposite now and stop talking.
No. You keep talking, we'll keep listening, and David, thank you very much. Now here's Johnson, following the miss by Jokic. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Jokic. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Oklahoma City has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Down low, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
No layups right there for SGA, up to the rim.
The Nuggets shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Outside Gordon. Now the pass to Rivers. Pass to Gordon. 5 on the clock. He kicks to Rivers. Fades back. Johnson with the block. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Green is checked in for Jokic. And Morris subbed in for Campazzo. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Baisley's checked in for Roby. Denver with the ball. Following the score by Oklahoma City, Morris. And the rejection by Favors. And he recovers it. Rivers finds Green. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. And again, Denver no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And the basket by Johnson.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Now here's Green. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Morris kicks to Rivers. No good again that time.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Morris with the bucket.
Great execution. Could not have asked for a better shot.
Oklahoma City's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Here's Johnson. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Johnson's got 45 points.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Up top, Morris. He is a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Pass to Gordon. Back to Morris. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morris has got 6 points.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
To the inside. Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Now here's Gordon. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Johnson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Drives to the hoop, and then Johnson with the dunk.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact, and there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Morris, following the score by Oklahoma City. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Johnson. He's guarded by Rivers. From 12 feet out, Johnson's shot is off.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Johnson against Rivers. And the rejection by Favors.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Green. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Barton, no luck. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. We've got Will Barton, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic, and it's Campazzo in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him, not playing. And so the league understands it. It understands it from its broadcast partners and the way that they want the star players to be involved in every game that they play. And they've tried to adjust the schedule and moved it around a little bit, doing away with back-to-backs. I think it'll be a constant battle, but the organizations are investing in these players, and health is their #1 issue. They want them to play as many games and for as long as they can at an elite level. So we'll see how it goes in the next couple of years.
Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
And for the Nuggets, they're shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Here's Bull. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Johnson outside. Inside. Ball stolen. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Campazzo, the pass to Gordon. Johnson with the block. And he's able to get it back. And the basket by Gordon. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Johnson outside. Back to Muscala. Johnson inside. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Here's Dozier again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here's Johnson. Muscala, the pass to Johnson. Top of the key. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Johnson's got 57 points.
Jet and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Dak pulls it in. The Thunder have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Johnson right side. That shot missing. And the Nuggets going the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Gordon, the pass to Chanshaw. Outside Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. From 13. And too long on the shot. The Thunder shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Johnson, the pass to Muscala. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Dozier. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
Here's Bull after the made shot from Johnson. Bull can't hit.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Johnson, and it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Here's Johnson. Right wing. To the inside. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one is on Bull.
Well, he's leading everyone in points right now. His teammates keep feeding him the ball, and he keeps delivering.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Thunder.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively. And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Johnson outside to the middle and stolen by Bull. Gordon up on top. Johnson right side. Comes up empty down low. Here's Dozier. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now here's Johnson. Defense is right there. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Pass to Gordon. And we are seeing a lot of star players now, Brent, gravitate to the big markets. Do you think the NBA will ever have something like a franchise tag similar to pro football?
That's an interesting idea. I don't think so. I don't know if the NBA Players Union would sign off on something like that. You know, the first thing that might be addressed is getting to a point where there is a salary cap and a hard cap for teams to stay under some sort of financial restrictions that allow the smaller market teams to compete in some ways. But up until that time, Kevin, I don't see much of that changing.
Here's John Shaw. Feeds it to Bull. Rocket 6. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Bull's got his first bucket of the night. Johnson attacking. And it's Johnson with the jam.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. He's covered by Muscala. It's stolen by Johnson. Down low, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
The Thunder shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Johnson left side. And good! There's another. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Here's Dozier. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Theo Maledon picks one up. And with the 2020 class, we saw your teammate, Tim Duncan, get inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I loved hearing some of the stories that other players and coaches and competitors had around going up against Tim. And the reverence, the respect, that they could never rattle him. It's so cool to hear those stories from the outside, having been a player so fortunate to be on the inside and understand what made him tick, what made him great, and just how special he was as a leader for so long for that Spurs organization.
Johnson inside. He's guarded by Rivers. Johnson's shot is off. Denver's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Oklahoma City.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And in what's been a tremendous year tonight, another example, and it'll push their amazing win total on the season to 68. An outstanding, outstanding season we've watched this team play.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was
for Johnson.
Not sure what else the coaching staff could ask for. He contributed in every facet of the game tonight, racking up a triple-double.
Denver making a switch here. Haji's checked in. Rivers kicks to Dozier. The pass to Chuncho. Here's Bull. Passes it to Chuncho. Here's Dozier, who's guarded by Johnson. Dozier can't get it to go.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
On the wing, Johnson. Lets it go with a 3. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win.
Great job on the defensive end tonight, MP. Have you been working on staying down? It looks like you're biting less on pump fakes lately.
I think I'm just dialed in now, that's all. You know, this is what I'm capable of at peak performance.
Any particular reason you feel you're at peak performance at this point in the season?
You know, I wouldn't say it's one thing, but I feel like I have a great balance in my life right now, personal, professional. There's just a good flow to things, so I'm riding that out as long as I can, enjoying it, you know, staying in the moment, and appreciating that I get to play at kids' games for a living. It's pretty wild when you stop and you think about it.